They say no one can outrun death. But one girl dared to try. In a forgotten village, hidden by the trees of time, death came, not with a scythe, not with anger, but with a challenge. She ran faster than the wind, faster than fear itself. But how long can you run from fate? Welcome to Wakanda Tales Official, the house of hidden memories, lost myths and stories that whisper through the roots of the earth. Today, we revive an ancient legend, a story of a girl, a race, and the mystery of life itself. This is not just a story about running, it's a story about why we live and why we fight to stay alive. This is the tale of Amara, the girl who outran death. Before we dive into the winds of this ancient legend, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell, because here, every story is a doorway to memory. Stay till the end, because the lesson Amara leaves behind is one you won't want to forget. There was a village once, a village so old it had no name. They simply called it home. The trees that grew there were older than memory. The rivers that flowed sang lullabies from before time had a name. In this village, one thing was certain. Death did not come often, but when it came, it chose carefully. Once every 100 rains, it was said, death would visit, not to steal, but to test. Those who failed never returned. Those who won, well, no one had ever won. It was in this village that Amara was born. Born under a moonless sky, the stars hidden, the wind still. The midwife whispered that the spirits were watching. They said she would either bring salvation or sorrow. Growing up, Amara was different. She moved faster than the river currents. She ran with the gazelles, and none could catch her. But swiftness does not silence fear, and as she grew, so did the whispers. The girl will bring change, the elders said, and change always has a cost. It was on the 15th year of Amara's life that the stranger came. Cloaked in black, barefoot, silent, he entered the village just as the sun drowned behind the hills. No one saw his face, no one heard his breath, but all felt the chill of his presence. The goats scattered, the dogs howled, the firewood cracked in protest. The elders knew. They fell to their knees, begging, offering yams, goats, prayers. But death is not swayed by gifts. He spoke, not with words, but with a presence that filled the air like thick smoke. He had come for Amara. Amara did not cry, did not tremble. She stepped forward, bare feet kissing the earth, and faced death. "If you want me, you must catch me first," Amara said. Death roared. "No one escapes me," Amara whispered. Then chase me." And with a twist of her heel, she ran. Faster than a blink, faster than a sigh, Amara ran. Death, silent and cold, followed. Through the twisted trees of the old forest, she ran. Roots grabbed at her ankles, branches clawed at her skin, but she did not stop. Through rivers swollen with rain, she ran, feet slipping, lungs burning. The stars wheeled above, silent witnesses to her flight. Behind her, death glided, not running, not straining, simply following. Days folded into nights, nights melted into days. Villages blurred past, forests became mountains, mountains crumbled into plains. Her breath was fire, her legs stone, her will unbroken. Still she ran. With each step, memories flooded her mind. Her mother's smile, worn but bright. Her father's strong hands lifting her to the sky. Her little brother's laughter, the laughter she feared she would never hear again. Fear clawed at her heart, not fear of dying, but fear of being forgotten. Fear that all her running would mean nothing. Amara whispered, "I am still here, I am still here." And Death watched. He too had memories of kings who begged, of warriors who wept. None had ever dared to race him. None had ever dared to hope. In Amara, Death saw something strange, not defiance, but love. Death whispered slowly, soft, almost sad. "Why do you run, little one?" At the edge of the world, where the sky met the earth, where rivers fell into the clouds, Amara faltered, her legs trembling, her breath ragged. And there, standing before her, Death, patient, quiet, inevitable. Death remained gentle. "Why do you think you can run away from me, shoal child?" Amara trembled. Because life is worth running for. And Death bowed his head. They say Amara never returned to the village. Some say she became the wind itself, running through the trees, whispering through the rivers. Others say she still runs, barefoot across the earth, reminding us why we live, why we fight, why we love. And on nights when the stars hide and the moon refuses to rise, if you listen closely, you can hear her feet still racing the wind. Tea. In her race against death, Amara taught us that life is not a sprint, but a journey of resilience, spirit, and care for the vessel we are given. And so, in honor of her enduring spirit, here's a gift from the ancient wisdom of our ancestors, a remedy to strengthen the heart, clear the path for breath, and help you endure your own race of life. And just as Amara ran with strength born from the earth, you too can renew your body's spirit. Here's a secret, an ancient endurance tonic crafted from the gifts of nature. The Runner's Heart Tonic. To boost endurance, circulation, and resilience. Inspired by Amara, who ran beyond exhaustion and fear. Ingredients are traditional and easily available. Ginger root boosts circulation and energy, reduces inflammation. Hibiscus flowers, zobo leaves, supports heart health, reduces blood pressure. Honey, natural energy booster. Cloves, blood circulation enhancer, stamina booster. Lemon juice, detoxifier, vitamin C. Basil leaves or scent leaf strengthens the lungs and fights fatigue. Water, hydration is life. How to make it? Boil 1 tablespoon of grated ginger and 1 tablespoon of dried hibiscus flowers in 3 cups of water for 10 minutes. Add 5 cloves and a handful of fresh basil leaves. Simmer for 5 more minutes. Let it cool slightly. Strain the mixture into a jar or bottle. Add 1 tablespoon of honey and the juice of 1 lemon. Stir well. Drink 1 cup warm or cold before exertion, or when you need a boost of endurance and vitality. Amara's story reminds us, it's not how far you run, but how strong your heart beats through the journey. Drink deeply, run bravely, and live fully. Until the next legend, stay strong. One Igbo proverb said that we remember the rain only after it has fallen. Remember, Amara, remember the race, remember the gift of breath. If Amara's story stirred your heart, like this video, subscribe to Wakanda Tales Official and share it with someone who needs to remember what it means to run for life. More legends, more courage, more life awaits you here. They say no one can outrun death, but Amara taught us how to live beyond fear.